Good morning, good day, good afternoon, or evening to wherever you are. I'm a smart boy, and today I'll be talking about the reasons we need the Demon Slayer manga sequel and the reasons we don't. So as all we know, the manga Demon Slayer had reached its final chapter in December 4th, 2020, and I can guess there are a lot of people who still want to see more of Demon Slayer, especially from the manga. By the way, it doesn't have to be a sequel, but prequel or maybe even spin-offs as well. This list will be based on my opinion and reasons, so if you have your own opinion, state it in the comment down below. Enjoy the video! The reasons we need the sequel. First, there are still more potential in the Demon Slayer universe. There are a lot of story in Demon Slayer manga which haven't been peeled completely, like the past of the characters like the Hashiras or the Demon Slayer Corps itself, or maybe even the story of Muzan. Yes, we get to see a bit of their history in the manga, but I think the potential is still there and it could be developed into a quite big prequel if the author actually wanted to do that. The history of the characters are also interesting in my opinion, and if they're not interesting enough, at least they can serve as the explanation on why some characters do certain actions. Second, the universe is too small. As I said in the first point, there are still a lot of potential in the universe. However, the author decided to just focus on certain characters like the main characters, the Hashiras, as well as the Junin Kizuki demons, with Muzan included of course. Even the Demon Slayer Corps itself isn't really explained that much, except for that it is an organization which goal is to slay demon and is not looked by the official government. Not only that, we also don't really get to see other demons that are not Junin Kizuki, especially since after Tanjiro fought against Anmu in Mugen Train arc, which is why, as I stated, the universe is rather small and too focused on certain characters, which I don't think is a wrong choice to make. It's just a bit of a waste of a decent franchise. Third, the story is too fast paced. So not only is the universe too focused on certain characters, it's also too fast paced in my opinion. Well, this isn't that much of a problem to the franchise itself, but as a manga or anime fans, we always crave for more. So I don't think fast-pacing a franchise will be the best idea for the fans, in my opinion, once again. Like, we see the growth of Tanjiro's strength pretty drastically in a quite short amount of time, at least compared to other Demon Slayer. We also don't really get to see other characters' growth besides Tanjiro, for instance, Inosuke and Zenitsu. I don't really see Zenitsu mastering the lightning form beside the first throughout the chapters of the manga, though he created a new form in the last arc, spoiler alert, but I still count that growth as a slow one. Now for Inosuke, I don't know about you guys, but I rarely see improvements on him, well except that he can now pronounce everyone's name correctly. I don't know. Maybe because he's too strong, or maybe he improved passively, and by that I mean in a ways that we couldn't see. So that's for the reason on why we need more Demon Slayer franchise. So let's move on to the next, which is why we don't. First, it is its own uniqueness. Yes, being short and clear is a uniqueness to a manga or anime. Maybe the author just wanted to keep the manga short and simple, so that everybody can read it and understand the main plot as well as the moral of the story. Not a lot of manga does that, especially the ones with the shonen genre. So yeah, if the Demon Slayer manga also have a long plot, it will be just the same as the other manga. Second, the main plot and the moral of the story had delivered quite nicely in the manga. As I mentioned, there are morals and of course main plot in this manga. Maybe the author felt like her reason to write the manga was to convey the morals and the main plots only in the manga, so the manga itself don't need to be that long. Well, frankly, I think she successfully conveyed the morals and the plots into the manga, and that even caught a lot of people's heart for evidence. Third, it could ruin the main story if it was to be continued. Yes, this might be the main reason on why the author didn't feel like continuing the manga. As I said, there are a lot of mangas which have lots and lots of chapters, especially the one with the shonen genre. Despite that, does every manga become better with a lot of chapters? The answer is no. Sometimes it can even ruin the main plot of the manga itself. For instance, really sorry for Boruto fans, but for me, the sequel, Boruto, kinda ruins the story which the manga Naruto had built. Like, Ishiki suddenly appeared out of nowhere and turns out to be a Kaguya's acquaintance. And that wasn't explained in Naruto, he appeared just like that in Boruto, which once again kinda ruins Naruto's story for me. Also, making manga, especially the plot, is not an easy thing to do. Few wrong moves and main story is done for, which is again why I think the author didn't feel like continuing the manga. So that's it for the reasons on why we need more Kimetsu no Yaiba and the reasons we don't. Comment down below if you have your own thoughts about this. Thanks for watching and listening. Have a nice day.